Welcome YouTube, this is the Velvet Locks with another video. And in this video I will be doing the Ancestry DNA test. Now I just got this in the mail and this is what it looks like. You get a lot of different stuff in your kit and you get a little pouch to put your specimen into. You get a return address box and you get the actual swab that you have to do. Okay, now my reasons for taking this is quite simple. Now, you know, when you're growing up you hear so many different things from your mother, from your grandmother, you know, oh yes, you got this in your family, oh yes, you got Chinese in your family, oh yes, you got some Irish in your family. Well, that's what I grew up hearing, that we have Irish and we have Chinese in our family. Now, we're from Jamaica, West Indies, and I mean, hey, we've been dropped all over the place, so everything is possible. So I decided that I'm going to find out for sure my bloodline roots and where they go. So watch me on my journey. Now, once you get your kit, it says that it usually takes 6 to 8 weeks before you get your results. So I'm going to do mine today. And after I do my swab, I'm going to take it to the post office, and hopefully with this busy New Year's Eve mail that it will get through to the location right away for processing. So we shall see. Alright, so stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so upon reading my pamphlet, it says that, okay, it says do not skip these steps. You cannot get your results unless you activate your test. So the first step is to go to ancestrydna.com and I have to activate my test. Then I have to enter the 15-digit activation code from my collection tube. Okay, then I fill the tube with saliva to the black line, the black wavy line. You mean I gotta spit in that tube? Replace the funnel with cap, tighten to release stabilizing fluid. Shake the tube for at least 5 seconds. Then I place the tube in the collection bag and then I mail off my sample. So let's get started with the steps. First step is activate my test. So let's go. Alright, you guys, so I'm on the website and right now I'm getting ready to add in my 15-digit code to activate my test results. Alright, be right back. Alright, you guys, so I registered my test and now I have to fill the tube with saliva to the black wavy line. That's gonna be some, oh, that's a lot. Okay, so here's the test. I gotta get some spit up in my mouth now. I wonder if they needed the first morning saliva. I wonder if that made a difference. First morning saliva. Okay, so I would fill the tube all the way to the black line where it says here. Then I somehow connect this onto there, releasing this fluid into here. We'll see. Oh wow. Okay. Not bad. Now it says for me to, oh, okay. So then I take this piece off, leaving my saliva still in there. And then I screw this on, tightened. I had to tighten it all the way until I heard a click. Now it says for me to shake the tube for 5 seconds. Okay. Holy crap. Now everything is up here in the tube. Yeah. Alright. Then it says for me to place the tube in the collection bag. Alright, so I put everything in the bag. Okay, place the sample into the collection bag provided in your DNA kit. Seal the bag with the adhesive strip. Okay, so I'm going to seal the bag now. And then it says to place it into its little first class package boxy thing. Okay, stick it right in the box. And now off to the post office. Okay, so that's it, ready to go. All right, you guys, so 6 to 8 weeks later, I will come back to finish this video with the results of my test. So we shall see. Where am I from? Where's my family from? We shall see. Stay tuned for the results. Well, I tell you, this has been a very interesting finding, okay? Now, in the beginning of the video where I started actually preparing myself for the test to ship off the specimen, it's basically your saliva. And in the clip before this, you see me spitting inside the little sample tube, shaking it up, and shipping it out. Now, let me just give you a little background history of things I've heard of growing up. Now, I'm from Jamaica, West Indies. Our ancestry, we came here from Africa. Okay, we were shipped off and dropped off in different parts of the country. Well, growing up, you hear that you're mixed with some of this, you're mixed with some of that. And what I've heard growing up was that we had some Irish, we've had some Asian, and yeah, those were the only two that I basically heard that we had a mixture in our family. So upon also being African, you hear these little tids and tads of parts of the other country that I had ancestry linked to that area. Well, I got my test results and I'm very excited. Now, one thing I really like about Ancestry DNA is they don't just give you the results and the percentages of where you're from. They also give you access to print out everything, all the history on every specific area that they found your DNA testing linked to. So not only do I have a breakdown of where I'm from in percentage, I also printed out the whole entire history of the regions of where I'm from. So that gives you even a more added bonus to finding out where you're from and learning about that part of your history. So I really am so grateful for that. Now, another thing that came out of this test, which was a surprise, was I found a cousin. I found family, not just a cousin that was linked to my father's mother's side that we really didn't have no contact with growing up. We didn't even know that side existed because back then they really never talked about stuff like that. They never gave us a history of where we're from, the kind of family we had. And as little kids, we never asked questions of if my grandmother had brothers and sisters and even their children. It's weird. I don't know. I have no idea. But the thing is this, out of this test, and it's so wonderful because based on the information, like when you do your family tree, you are also putting your information out there, and people who are also looking to find out more about their background the information is what kind of triggers off the alert as far as a leaf, because you're building your family tree. And the specifics of names and date of births of your family can trigger off like whoever else is also looking for information on their family. And what came out of this was my cousin. She lives in the UK now. Her name is Vivienne. Hey Vivienne, I know you're watching this video. Well, based on her son's finding, because they were doing a study for 3 years trying to track the family tree, and she wanted to find out more information on her father's sister, which is my grandmother. So her father and my grandmother were siblings, and based on the information she knew, which was limited, and based on the information that I knew or found out through also my other cousins, it connected. And because of that, and it connected through my grandmother, based on her date of birth, her name, and the region that she's from. And it really opened up a whole new world, okay, of family members that we didn't even know we had. And through all of that, we have a massive amount of family, because it seems like all they did was had kids and man, all right, one sibling had maybe 13, 14 kids, and another one had maybe 12 or more. So based on that, we have a whole nation of family members that we didn't even know existed. And the sweetest thing that came out of that, some of them lived even in New York, where I'm living now, New York. They're scattered. They're in Canada, they're in Texas, they're in the UK, they're in Florida, so they're all over. But one specific cousin that I didn't even know, or family member that I didn't even know existed, is Peter Thomas from Housewives of Atlanta. Now, he's a celebrity husband of Cynthia. I mean, I watched this show. Never dawned on me that I was watching my family on TV. So I really encourage all of you to dig a little deeper of your own family history, because you never know. You never know. And this was the sweetest thing that came out of it. And then on top of that, it's like we're ready for a family reunion. So right now we're in the works of getting the family together, getting the information out there to all of us, and we're gonna have the biggest family reunion ever, because based on the family reunion that we had a couple of years back, it was like tribes and tribes and tribes and tribes of cousins and cousins and cousins and their children, that it was like a whole tribe coming down the street, coming towards the house. And I'm like, who are these people? That's family. Lots of family we never met, family that cousins we didn't know we had. So I encourage all of you to do the same, because it really can connect people who are out there searching for their family. So let me get into the specifics now. Need my glasses. All right. Now, based on the findings of the Ancestry DNA, what they do is break it down into percentages. Now, on here it says that I am 37% Nigerian. All right. My African roots, okay? I'm very proud of that. All right, my African roots. Then there's 26% in Benin, Togo, which is another region in Africa. Then I'm also 26% Cameroon, Congo, which is another African region. Then it says that I am 7% Senegal. All right. Senegal. Now it says that I am 6% Ivory Coast, Ghana. Okay, which is probably why I love Nigerian movies. I watch it all the time. I love it. All right, so I am mostly African descendant. All right, so let's get down to the other part. It says that I am 5% European. Who'd ever thought? Okay, now like I told you, it breaks it down into specifics. So we're gonna go into all of the specifics of these different types of region. Now, it says here that I am also, and it breaks down into locations where you find these people. Now, in my European findings, there was 1% Great Britain. And that's where I guess the story of the Irish came to pass. So yes, I have some English, Scottish, Wales ancestry, which is also found in Ireland, France, Germany, Denmark, Belgium, Netherlands, Switzerland, Australia, and Italy. Who'd figure? Which is why I like eating so many different ethnic foods. Okay, so I have ancestry also in those countries. All right, so in my European region, I am 3% Iberian Peninsula. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but in that region, it's located in Spain and Portugal, where it's also found in, in parts of my ancestry, parts in France, Morocco, Algeria, and Italy. And that is 3%. 3%. Like I said, they mixing and a mingling. Mixing and a mingling. And in that, the Western Europe, or European West, there's 1% of me from that region, which is from Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Liechtenstein, which is found in regions also of England, Denmark, Italy, Slovenia, Czech Republic. I mean, come on now. So yes, 5% of me is European, and 95% of me is from the African regions, the regions of Africa. So I am so proud of all of me. There is no specifics over the other, but the majority of me, of where my ancestry is from Africa, different regions of Africa, and 5% of me is from different regions of Europe, which was broken down into Ireland, England, Wales, Czech Republic, Switzerland, Netherlands, Italy, Portugal. Yes, so I'm kind of international. All right. So yes, you guys, I encourage you all to do an ancestry DNA on yourself, because you never know, family members who may be looking as well. You link up and you find family that you never even know you had. And I have nations of family that I didn't even realize I had, because it seemed like, wow, my grandmother's siblings, one have 13 kids, another one may have 12 kids or whatever, and their children having children and children having children and children, and next thing you know, there's a whole heap of us. So we are now in the process of doing another family reunion based on our new family that we just found out about, and it's a wonderful and exciting thing, and I'm so glad. I'm going to link all the information, the link for Ancestry DNA, if you are interested. I paid about $89, and I tell you, it's worth it. It really is. So not only do you get the percentage breakdown, but you're able to also print out everything, the history of those regions as well. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me on this video, and I encourage you all to do the same if you're in the hunt of looking into your background. And I thank you, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video. Also check out my new channel, which is Healthy Locks Healthy Living. If you're on a weight loss journey and you want to know how to do this or get some inspirational, motivational videos to help you get over that hump, well, check that channel out. And as always, I will see you in the next video.